Miami bull runs. Miami bull runs.
So we meet again, my old friend, having the old stare-off. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and we are back at 79th. And my man's got this down here. He doesn't appear to quite have the trailer deep enough. But for whatever reason, he is determined that this is as deep as he's going to put the trailer. It's like the trailer's made of sugar, and he's afraid if he puts it any deeper that it's just going to fall apart. But this is Miami. You never know. It might. But my man's going to see if he can... He's been pushing on the bow of the ski for about 3 minutes now. Now he's going to try and power it off, and I just have a feeling it's not going to go very far. I mean, it feels like he's kind of got it loose, but this thing is not going anywhere. I mean, his little jet ski salsa he's doing seems to have the rear off the trailer, but that bow just doesn't want to let go for some reason. He's going to have to go over there and finesse that thing a little bit more. Or the simple solution, get back in the Jeep and back up another 6 inches. But, based on what we've seen here at the dock so far, I don't believe he's going to do that. So we're going to come back to the bow, and I'm betting we're going to push some more. Yep, here we go. And it looks like it broke free there. It moved. He might be all right. Our guy might be getting this thing off, man. He might be at the sandbar sooner than he thinks. And a little bit more of this Wave Runner salsa, and that thing is still not coming. And he's giving her hell. But this trailer just has the death grip on this thing. It is not wanting to let it go. And the really interesting part is the other ski's facing the opposite direction, so he's not going to be able to power that one off. I'm assuming the only thing I can imagine, he's going to have to connect that other ski to this ski and literally physically pull it off the trailer. And we are moving back to the bow. What do you think? Are we going to the Jeep this time? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think he's going to do next? And we are pushing, and that was one little push, but this time it does look like it almost came off. I mean, I guess it looked like it came off the last time as well, but here we go again. Third time's a charm, baby. And, I mean, he's got that rear loose. Give it one good pull. Shift that body weight back up. And I think he did. And I believe we are free. I mean, that was a lot more drama to get a jet ski off the trailer than I was expecting to open off with here at 79th. But, you know, we never know what we're going to get, and we work with what we're given. And our guy is going to go ahead and put this one up. But like I said, I got to imagine the other one's going to be interesting, but I got to imagine he's going to hook this ski up and literally pull that other one off the trailer. And there's our little friend again, basically stalking this guy like, hey bro, where are my snacks? And maybe bro's going to get him some. And these guys are 79th Street locals. I mean, I see these guys just about every time we're down here at the ramp on the weekends, but usually we don't focus on them because they don't tend to, you typically have too many issues. But today, for whatever reason, it's been a little struggle trying to get up here. And the wind's got the bow of this vessel, and it's starting to pull it off. And we're going to have to toss some lines. Well, we got the lines. Now we just got to get this thing reeled back in. There's got to be a little more to this than that for some reason, because he's not really pulling. I mean, he is here, but the rear's hit. Got to get that bow in, but he's not really pulling on the bow, so something else is going on up there for sure. It looks like we're going to move a line. I mean, he's at the mid cleat. Maybe they're going to try and go to the front cleat, but he should be able to pull this one in from the mid. But something's definitely going on up here. So, and we've got a line in the water now. Oh, now we've only got the rear line. We've lost the mid cleat line somehow. And now Cap's not going to have a whole lot of choice. Cap's going to have to get back on this vessel and bring it back in. So we've got the line again, but, I mean, we're at one of those points where you kind of just decide, hey, you know what, we need to reassess this situation and let's reset. So here's that captain's going to get back on board, and we're going to get some power back under this thing and try and reset the way this is set up at the dock. But once again, this one's an unusual one for these guys. I've seen these guys dock this boat probably a dozen times and never having issues. The first time we've had them on here. So Cap's got it back under power. Now we've just got to kind of reconfigure how everything's set up here. And of course, if you can tell obviously by these images, it's a little bit of a traffic jam down here at 79 today. It is a busy day down here at the ramp. So Cap's going to get this thing turned around. Let's see if we can get a second approach at this and make it work this time. And I think the blue jet ski here is with them. They came in with them. The wind seems to have calmed down for a moment. The flag on the top of the vessel stopped moving, so, I mean, this might be your perfect opportunity right here. Oh, as soon as I say that, the wind starts to pick back up again. But it's not too crazy down here today. The current's not really pulling all that hard. We've not seen a whole lot of people have too many major struggles on trying to get into the ramp. But we look ready on the lines this time, which is kind of the key. And our crew appears to have the line, and we have a hand on the dock, and I would imagine we're going to have success here. And these guys are getting towed in, and I knew something was up here because this is a strange one. The boat that's towing them in is a pretty large sport fish. And that's not something we typically see down here at the 79th Street ramp because there's no way this boat's being pulled out here. This is one of those things that would have to be lifted out by a marina for sure. But this big sport fish came in, the line's behind, and towed these guys in, but they've kind of released these guys, and it's pretty apparent they have no power. But now we're just at the mercy of the current and the wind to see if it's actually going to push them into the dock. The sport fish, though, it's not their fault. There's not a lot they could do. I mean, this boat is massive to be back here at 79th. This is not the typical vessel we would see back in this area. And for those of you ever seen anybody who falls off in the water here, it's only a few foot deep. It's not like a very deep water area, and you can tell by the docks, the tide is low on top of that to add to it. But these guys appear to be drifting toward our trees over here in the background. They're trying to start the engine, but obviously that's a no-go. And we're going to be at the mercy of the current and the wind, it appears. So our crew did not quite make it into the trees, and it looks like they're going for a rescue plan here. We've got one line up, and we're going to toss a second line up, which is probably a smarter move, probably a little easier to do on the dock. And this guy, he's going to combine the two lines and keep one end, obviously, hopefully on the dock, and toss this back out to him and try and pull him in. And we've got the line, so it looks like we're going to make it, and these guys, to my surprise, actually, are going to stay out of the trees even, and they're going to get this vessel over to the dock, and basically going to be able to finally call it a day. And speaking of calling it a day, we're going to go ahead and call it a day as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps down here at 79th Street. If you did, be sure to check out our other channels. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we have Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. And if you haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.